Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is gonna be probably quite long, since, well, you probably saw on the title of this video and on the thumbnail. We'll be doing our so long awaited pre-order for 2025 video. So if you're new here and you don't know me, I'm Neko and I like collecting figures. Now, this video is going to be about all the pre-orders that I've planned throughout the whole year of 2025. I'm speaking a little bit lower than usual because it is nighttime when I'm recording this and I do not leave alone, so um bear with me. um so I do want to point out two disclosures. First one being these are pre-orders, and I'm gonna share with you guys, but however, do keep in mind that these pre-orders can change at any time. I can change my mind on whether I want them or not and cancel them. uh why I do live in a pretty small space and I am running out of space. So I do have to make choices when it comes to figures or just collecting in general. This year is going to be pretty fast paced when it comes to collections. What's going to happen is that I will be doing at least one video per month on pre-orders that I've received and everything. But after that, it's definitely going to slow down because I am, again, running out of space as I live in a 10-meter square bedroom. So, um, my second disclosure is going to be about the type of figures that I collect. I do collect one specific type of figures, apart from everything else, which are non-safe for work figures. Uh, I collect hentai, which is basically anime corn. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, and I'll try my best to censor them as I can. And when it comes to non-censoring, you can find them on Twitter at Nekoyama_loads. So make sure to follow us on there. Yeah, when it comes to those, to me, hentai is definitely a form and type of art that I do feel like it's very well done. It does go into extremes most of the time, but again, it is the type of content that it is. However, when it comes to figures, hentai figures are way more detailed, way more well sculpted, they're better painted and everything, and that's why I collect them. Also, my ultimate goal with hentai figures is to have a figure that can at least check all the tags in the hentai category. So we have a ton of tags, and sometimes you're gonna have figures that are gonna like check one or more tags, which great, love it. But yeah, so do keep that in mind. Don't come at me in the comments because I do have some questionable figures on my pre-orders list. I am aware. I know. I have a precise goal and I want to do that goal. So yeah. And do keep in mind that the same way that some pre-orders can get canceled and not be according to the pre-order list that I'm giving to you guys currently, they can also get added for some exceptions here and there. But yeah, that being out of the way and that being said, let's get on with the video, shall we? I'm not gonna do January, by the way, because this is already like late February right now, so I'm not gonna bother with January because I'm coming out with the January pre-order video pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so we're just gonna go straight into February, which, by the way, shouldn't take long till I get the invoice to get it shipped out. So, that being said, I will be reading off my notes because I don't know this company's names by heart, nor the figures by heart, nor anything, so I'll be reading off notes on the side. I'm sorry about that. And I'll be putting like the figure sorter somewhere. So yeah. In February, I have two figures that I've been really hyped for and that I can't wait to get them. And I have one figure that I saw the results online on Twitter and I'm a little bit disappointed with it, but I really have to see like in person to be able to like get my own opinion out of it. So our first figure is gonna be a collaboration between the manufacturer called Design Coco and Mappa, and that's Shibuya's Incident Satoru Gojo. This is a 1/7 scale by Design Coco, and apparently it's top tier, and they managed to do like excuse me, and they managed to do the face like to perfection. So I can't wait to get it. And it does come with a light up option, so I can't wait to see how that works. Next up, we're gonna have the Katie Cole line, Oshinoko figure, which is it's mother and children, so basically it's Ai and their kids from Kadokawa, and this is a 1/8 scale. You know, if you know me, I do like to collect Oshinoko figures, but the only figures that I like to collect from Oshinoko are the ones where Ai is with her kids. The other ones don't have an interest to me, so yeah. Hence why I'm getting this one, and I'm getting another one later in the year that we're gonna talk about later. Next one, which is one of my most anticipated figures, it's going to be Kameshiro Kasu, original illustration Mugen. This is a 1/6 scale, and it will be my first Rocket Boy figure. Can't wait to see the quality, can't wait to see how it goes. She is cast off, but I most likely will just keep her how she is. But I will be publishing the cast off option on Twitter. So again, make sure to follow us on Twitter for that. Next up, we're gonna have from the Gem product line by Mega House, we're gonna have the palm size Kakashi. Can't wait for this figure. This looks like the most sluttiest Kakashi Sensei figure out there because of the costume that he's on. He's like tight, and that Ambu by Cop style just as it for me. I love it. Obsessed. Can't wait for it. Confang, I believe it's pronounced, and this is a 6-pack blind box by Omaha. Adorable. She has a secret figure that I'm hoping I can get, which is her into shark. Probably gonna put it somewhere here. It's super freaking adorable. Can't wait to open that up. Next up, it's going to be one figure that I can't wait to get so that I can like complete this set. And it's going to be the Furio's Evangelion Unit 02 G Mode by Plex. This is not a scale figure, it's just a collaboration of Evangelion and Plex to make like this combination of like Godzilla and Eva to see what it would look like. And they look gorgeous, they're amazing, they're pretty detailed, they're pretty lightweighted by the way, and they do glow in the dark. So I'm a sucker for all of it, no doubt. Next up, we're gonna have Azur Lane St. Louis Luxurious Wheels, and this is a 1/6 scale by Alter. This is the one that I saw on Twitter and I was pretty disappointed with. Not the figure, the sculpt looks great and everything, but I feel like the clothes and the jewelry look a little bit cheap for the figure that it is. So, which shocked me because again, Alter is one of like top tier manufacturers. Can't wait to see her. Can't wait to like really review it in person and see if what I believe is true. So yeah, been really anticipating that one because of that. And last but not least, for this month, we have a Not Safe for Work figure, and that's going to be an original character called Liliana. This is a 1/6 scale by Insight. Now, Insight is a manufacturer that does Not Safe for Work figures between 1/6 to 1/4 scales. Pretty cheap, between 100 to 200. And they do all the tags on Not Safe for Work. So, hence why I mostly get Not Safe for Work figures from them. So, yeah. Next up, we are going into March. Now, we start off strong with 2 resin figures made by We Are Doing. Now, yes, these ones are pretty expensive, but I mean, it's pretty reasonable. They are resin figures, they are painted by hand, and on top of that, they are limited edition, so it is pretty reasonable why their price tag. But yeah, we're getting the 2 Burger Fairies, so the black and the yellow deluxe edition. Can't wait to get them, can't wait to open them up. I already saw them online, they look stunning, so I already know that they're not going to be delayed again, because they already got delayed. Next up, we have the Satsuki Katse original character called Oniko-chan. This is a 1/5 scale by Nocturnus. This will be my first Nocturnus figure, and I'm pretty goddamn hyped for it because I love the sculpt of the body. I feel like it's pretty realistic. Can't wait to check her out. And she's also cast off. Can't wait to check her out. Just, she looks beautiful. Next up, we're gonna have the Yonkai Impact 3rd Fuhua. This is a 1/8 scale by Maithos, and she looks beautiful. I didn't get the previous Fuhua that was released in the market, which is like in this wedding dress, all floral and everything. I didn't like it. I did prefer as Fuhua in her in her main costume, which is going to be this one. And this is a new line from Mahito. This is going to be Gift Plus, which is a cheaper line of figures for them. Can't wait to see the quality and how that's going to turn out. Next up, we have another 3 resin limited edition figures, and those are going to be Baby Hippopotamus by GXK Studio. Now, these, I don't know their scale. I think they're like 1/6 scale. I don't know. But they're adorable. I like them. GXK Studio did them to honor Modeng, the hippopotamus that was born last year. So can't wait to get them. They look adorable, and I love getting like this miniature like little thingies to just put randomly on shelves. Can't wait for those. Next up, we're gonna get a figure that I wanted to get last year and ended up not being able to. So I'm pretty happy that she got a re-release this year, which is pretty weird for her, a brand new figure to get a re-release so fast. And this is going to be from the Keiko line again, so you know it's by Karakawa, and that's going to be Albedo Restrained version, 1/7 scale. She looks stunning. I saw pictures online. She looks beautiful. Can't wait to get my hands on her. Next up, we're gonna have a figure that I got by Curiosity. I don't know if I'll keep it or not. I do like her design a lot. We'll see. This is a maybe. Whether I cancel it or not, this is a huge maybe. And that's going to be Sho Kyoku Maju Liliana 1/6 scale by Animaster. Now, Animaster is a new Chinese manufacturer that is specializing in making figures for way cheaper than they are actually selling in the market. So I see the call with my own eyes and see what the hype is all about. Because yeah, they're starting to make a name for themselves. Next up is one of my most anticipated figures for this month, and that's going to be the Oro Bishoujo Sadako 1/7 scale by Kotobukiya. She looks stunning, and I can't wait to see how the little movie strips are going to work out. Yeah, definitely curious about that. She looks beautiful. Next up, we have Marin Kitagawa. This is the Liz version 1/6 scale by Spiritel, and I already have a Marin figure by, I think it was by Aniplex, but I've been really wanting this like Liz figure because it was such an iconic scene in the anime and in the manga. I'm pretty glad that Spiritel came out with this one because this is definitely better than the other one that another manufacturer announced. So can't wait for her. She looks stunning from head to toe. She looks amazing. And Spiritel is known to like do pretty good figures. Uh, if we forget the accident with last year's Miku, whatever. Next up is my second most awaited figure for this month, and that's going to be again from the Keiko line, and that's going to be Korisumakise, 1/7 scale by Kadokawa, and she comes with a LED light up feature. At least that's the version that I got. I know she's not gonna top up the Good Smile one, but she looks stunning. I'm a sucker for this type of figure, so I can't wait to see her. Last but not least, our last figure for this month is again a not safe for work figure by Insight, and that's going to be Mochizuki-san, 1/6 scale. And I'm just gonna leave it at that, honestly, because again, I'm just trying to complete a tag. Don't come after me. Next we go. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this one. On April. Now, on April, we have got a lot as well. We're gonna start with a not safe for work figure, and that's going to be Secret of a Class President by illustrated by Gamo Tsukinoa, 1/6 scale by Pure. Definitely my first figure by Pure, and she comes with a bonus that got me really curious, and so I got this one. Plus, she does check out one of the tags, so I had to get her. Let's just move on. I'm not gonna try to spend too much time on these type of figures. Next up, we have a Euro stand from Topax and Nambi from Starrel, and that's by Apex. And I just wanted something to represent like Nambi without being a blush necessarily, because I already have too many blushes. Yeah, I just wanted something to represent Nambi and Topax because I just think they're freaking adorable. So yeah. Next up, we have another blind box, a pack blind box by Mega House, and that's going to be the Ochatomo series from Jujutsu Kaisen. I already had two. I did want to complete the set, and so I got them. Next up, we're gonna have a Gunpla. Now, this Gunpla is a special one, but let me just show it to you guys. This is going to be the Shinjin series ZL001 Red Dragon by Shinshin Technology. Now, this is a pretty cheap Gunpla that lights up, and it comes with LEDs. And Gunplas are usually not that cheap, especially for the size. Like, this is a 1 meter Gunpla. Like, look at that. It looks stunning. It looks beautiful, and I'm really curious to see how it turns out in the end. So, can't wait for that. Got me curious. I'll tell you that. Don't know where I'm gonna put it, but got me curious. Next up, we got the Elf Village Kukuru bathing suit version, a limited edition by Vertex, and the limited edition version just comes with another faceplate and the little floaty that you see on the photo. I didn't get the previous Elf Villages. They didn't really get my attention with those green grass type of bases, so hoping they don't do this with that. I can't wait for this one. She looks absolutely stunning. Next up, we got a 1/5 scale by Yulup Cormorant. Now, she has been delayed already 2-3 times, I think, all the way from last year, I believe. So really waiting for this one because it's an original card and it's like inspired by a fish. Really curious how that's going to turn out. Next up, we got Goddess of Victory Nikkei Volume 1/7 scale by Max Factory. Now, Max Factory, I'm not too worried about quality issues because Max Factory is like top tier manufacturer, so she looks beautiful. And I prefer paying what I paid for this one, which is like her pose being more dynamic and everything, than they are the ones that cost almost $500 and are just standing there looking just, yeah, no. I prefer this one. This one is beautiful and doesn't cost as much, so. Plus, it's made by one of the top tier manufacturers. You know it's gonna be good. Next up, we have Blue Archives. Asuma Toki in a bunny girl suit, and this is a 1/7 scale again by Max Factory. If you know me, I love Blue Archive, and I can't wait to have like the whole set complete by Max Factory. Because I doubt Good Smile is making it. So please, Max Factory, please make Karen come out for pre-order already, please, and please do a Naru figure. I'm begging you. Next up, we got the Huggy Good Smile Evangelion plug suit version by Good Smile Shanghai. And these are just little magnets, and I find them like extremely adorable and cute. I just probably gonna put them on my PC case. So yeah. Next up, we got another Blue Archive figure, and it's gonna be Oshino swimsuit version, and that's a 1/7 scale by Fed Company. She looks super cute. Can't wait. She just looks adorable. Next up, we got a set of like a line of figures that I've been really wanting to get, and I didn't get my hands on them when they came out like in the past few years. And they're coming out with a new season for it, and yeah, I'm trying not to miss them because they're adorable. And that's going to be the Tea Time Cats by Rebos, and this is the Bread House Clerk and Costumer set. They look cute as hell. Like, just look at them. They look adorable. And yes, they come with all those accessories for the bakery set. Freaking cute. I'm obsessed. Then we got 2 Nindroids. I'm not a very Nindroid person, but nor articulated figures much, but sometimes there's exceptions when they're like super cute or super dope. So our first Nindroid is gonna be the Nindroid doll Miku lingerie outfit version by Good Smile. Just look at her. I mean, how can you like ignore this? She's absurdly cute. Just look at her. Oh, adorable. The next Nindroid doll we're gonna have, it's gonna be from Starrail, and it's the Hang Express Traveler version by Good Smile again. And just look at him. Again, it looks adorable, and he comes with like a little headband with horns that you guys will see when we unbox them. He looks so cute. I can't wait. And then we got one action doll that is not Nindroid, It's a Piccolo action doll from Sarah, and that's going to be Jin Young, and this is by Genesis. Now, I've heard they're pretty similar with Android dolls, but a little bit better when it comes to articulation, so I just wanted to grab one to check it out with my own two eyes and do my own review on it. And plus, he looks adorable, and it's not every day that you see like a genuine figure, so that's why I got it. And apparently, it comes with like little birds that stick to his head. Just fucking cute. Absolutely a need. Our last two figures for April, which is a pretty long month, let me say. So our last two figures is gonna be an original characters. It's going to be two original characters by Insight again, because this is not safe for work figures. And you're gonna have Akemare, Futanari Nurse, 1/5 scale by Insight. Yeah, I'm not gonna comment again. The last figure, again, not safe for work by Insight. It's gonna be Nina, 1/5 scale, and Stuck in the Wall version. I'm gonna leave it at that. Now May. No, for May, I am very much anticipating one figure in special. So our first figure for May is going to be the Hatsune Miku GT project, which is like Racing Miku 2023 for the 50th anniversary. This is a 1/6 scale by Good Smile, and look at her. Not only does her face look cute, but look at those thighs. Like, what did they feed her? Like, she's thick. Like, Good Smile? Thank you. She looks adorable. And she looks thick. We love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Good Smile. Next up, we got another 1/6 scale, and that's going to be Ishimi Yokoyama Summer Echoes version by Animaster. Again, pretty cheap. I want to see the quality for myself. She looks adorable, so can't wait. Next up, we got a Blue Archive figure, which is Murokasa Akane Bunny Girl version 1/7 scale by Max Factory. Again, not worried about the quality. Pretty sure it's gonna be top tier. And again, just collecting the bunny figures from Blue Archive because they're really top tier. So, yeah. Next up, I got another Yura stand by Apex, and that's going to be the Star Rail Jinyuan Chibi Chara. And he looks adorable. Just look at him. He's riding his little lion. He's so cute. I love it. Obsessed. Next, we have Evangelion's Asuka Langley Shikinami Hoodie version 1/7 scale by Alter. Now, if this is anything like the Ray figure, you know, the quality is gonna be like up there, and this is gonna be a complete set, and I'm all for it. Obsessed. Love it. Please be good. Next up, we have Ezra Lane's Ulrich von Hutten 1/7 scale by Alter. Please don't mess her up. She looks great. Please do not mess her up. She looks phenomenal. Next up, we have one more Nendroid, and I promise you this is like the last Nendroid for this year, and that's going to be Genshin Impact's Zhongli by Good Smile. I got him for two reasons. We don't have an official Zhongli figure besides the little chibi one from the blind box, but he comes with his little dragon form, and I'm a sucker for that. It looks adorable. I need it. Cute as hell. Next up, we have Sleep Devil Nono's 1/6 scale deluxe edition by Hyunsun. This is going to be my very first Hyunsun figure, and she looks great. She looks extremely cute, and I got the deluxe edition because I did want her with her little shopping cart. I think that's like so out of common that I love it. Next up, we have Chobits Soothing Breeze by Oriental Forest. I didn't get the previous Chobits figure that came out, which I thought was a little bit better than this one, but I still like this one. I think it's very representative of Chi, and yeah, I don't know, I think she looks cute. I did see the display at one of the conventions, and she looks huge. Don't know where I'm gonna put that one, but we'll figure it out when the time comes. Next up, we got another Honkai Impact third figure, and that's going to be Alicia Shibi Ursha version by My Ethos. It's basically just, as you can see, her as a kid. She looks freaking cute. Next up, we have a figure that has been delayed for 4 times now, which is Blue Archive's Amy 1/7 scale by Mimeyoi. Now this is my second figure by Mimei, and they tend to do like top tier figures. I'm really anticipating Amy, but please just release her already. It's been 4 delays already. Like, come on. Next up we got Guitar Meimei and Shokyu Sensei's Dance Lesson Set. This is a 1/7 scale by Enso Toys. Also my very first figure from Enso Toys, I believe. They look really good. Like, they look really, really sexy, and I am obsessed. They just look like the sculpting looks on top. Yeah, I can't wait for them because that looks top tier for me. Next up we got another elf villager, which is the 8th villager Cecil, and she's also in her bathing suit version, and it's also the limited edition, so she does come with the floaty as well, and this is by Vertex as well. There's only one more bathing suit villager that I wanted. It's their mother, Mama Tiana. Please, Vertex, just put her up for pre-order already. You already leaked a little bit of her, you already teased her. Please just put her up for pre-order. I'm begging you. That was our last figure for this month. Yay. Now for June, my birthday month. I have 3 figures that I'm really anticipating this month, and I'm really hoping they don't get like delayed. Our first figure for June is going to be from the line Gift Plus by My Ethos, and that's going to be another Elysia figure from Honkai Impact 3rd, but this is a bathing suit version. This is a 1/8 scale by My Ethos. Again, I'm very curious about the quality because that sand's looking fine. Like, that base looks top tier. Can't wait to see how it actually turns out. Next up, we got a Cthulhu, a Meowthulu Pajamas Party by Apex. This is not a scale figure, just random figure, but she looks freaking cute and adorable, and yeah, I couldn't pass by it. She just looks freaking cute, and she does come with dices and everything for people that play, like, what was it, Dungeons and Dragons and shit. Not for me, but hey, you pop off, guys. I'll keep the figure. Next up, we got another horror shoujo, and this is a re-release. Actually, this is Freddy vs. Jason. From the Freddy vs. Jason set. I'm only getting Jason because I do like Jason a lot. And this is a 1/7 scale by Kotobukiya. Again, this is a re-release, and I'm hoping they re-release other horror bishoujos because I do love the horror bishoujo line. But since they haven't had any re-releases up until now, yeah, they're pretty expensive on the aftermarket, so I'm not paying $400 for a figure that usually costs $100. So I'll be waiting patiently for the re-releases to come out, since they already re-released a few of them. This is not the first re-release for the horror bishoujos, so hopefully they get the ones that I really want. Is one of the figures that I'm very much anticipating the month of June, and that's going to be Marry Me, illustrated by Love Kakao, which is one of my favorite artists. Love Kakao does God's work, and their art is stunning, and every time it gets transformed into a figure by Lovely, it's stunning. And this is a 1/4 scale, this is limited edition, and this is by Lovely. She looks immaculate, she looks beautiful. I can't wait for her to get here. She's already been delayed. Please don't delay her anymore, Lovely. I'm begging you. I need her in person. Next up, we have Nishiko Kope's illustration, Tatsuki Koko. This is special edition, 1/5 scale by Enso Toys, and I'm all up for it. I mean, look at the rabbit. It looks freaking adorable, like just pulling at her panty. Like, who would have thought of that? And her tongue and her eyes actually look pretty dope. Can't wait to see her. Next up, we have Azerline's Agir. This is the Auspicious Clouds version, 1/6 scale by Anakin. She looks great. Like, this is definitely a figure for like, this is never going to be a figure for like foot fetishes. Not my thing, but I do love Agir a lot. She looks magnificent. Can't wait. Next up, we got the second Oshinoko figure that I have for this year, and again, I with Aqua and Ruby. This is a 1/7 scale by Eastream Shibuya Scramble. So can't wait for her. This is like such an iconic scene where Ai is performing and the kids are just cheering for her. Can't wait. I've been wanting this figure for God knows how long. So yeah. Next up, we got Slow Damage Towa Blood Transfusion version, 1/6 scale by Skytube. This is going to be my first Skytube figure, and this is from This is from a visual novel of boys' love that is pretty like hardcore. I already have one of Toa's, but I love the fact that you have like this blood bag going on situation. It looks dope. Looks like really, really dope. I can't wait for that one. Next up, we got Xiong Mao's CP30 Memorial version by Reverse Studio. I just think she's cute. I just think whatever's going on here is freaking adorable. Next up is my second most awaited figure for this month, and that's going to be Arknight's Lapland Horror Mare version, 1/7 scale by Alter. She looks so dope. She has that psycho look on her, and I love it. Please, Alter, don't fuck it up. Don't mess it up. She looks amazing. I love the angel situation going there. Please. And my last most anticipated figure for this month is going to be Honkai Impact's third Cele. Mirrored Flourishes version, 1/7 scale by Apex, and this is based off their skin on Honkai Impact 3rd, and I've been wanting a figure from Cele for so long, especially from this like skin in game. Like she looks just magnificent. Can't wait for her to come out. And the last figure for this month is a Not Safe for Work figure, and this is going to be Nanase-san, 1/6 scale by Insight. Just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother too much explaining the the Not Safe for Work figures. I already explained all that I had to explain at the start of this video about them. So yeah. Next up, we have July. Now in July, we don't have as much things. So our first figure is going to be from Honkai Star Rail, and this is going to be Dan Heng Inhibitor Line Deluxe Edition, 1/7 scale by Apex. Not to worry about it, because again, Apex is one of the top tier manufacturers. You do have a simpler version where it doesn't come with the whole dragon situation, but the dragon just like it represents the character way more. So I needed the one with the dragon because it looks so dope as hell. Next up, we have Azrael's Hawari, 1/7 scale by Good Smile Shanghai. You do have a light, I think they call it like a light equipment version, which is her without the whole buffiness of the jacket. But I think the jacket just adds to it. Still don't know what I'm gonna do about that base because that looks humongous. But the jacket though, she looks dope. She looks cute. I love it. Next up, we have Luo Hong, 1/6 scale by Bear Panda. And again, Bear Panda is the same history as Animastro. They are starting to do like more bigger scales. They're cheaper in the market, which we appreciate. So this is going to be my first Bear Panda figure. Can't wait for the quality because she just looks stunning. Next up, we have a set of figures. This is from the KD Cold line. This is going to be Ram and Ram Phantom Night Wizard version. Figure set, 1/7 scale by Kadokawa. They look adorable. Now, I don't personally like Ram a lot, but I do like Ram. And since it was a set, I couldn't just like ignore it. They did look good together, so I got them both. And when you get the set, you actually get a base that lights up. So pretty hyped for that. Can't wait how that turns out. Next up, we got two re-releases. And those are gonna be Danganronpa figures. First one is the Kyoko Kirigiri 1/8 scale by Fat Company. I have been dying to get this figure for the longest time. So I'm pretty happy that they did re-release because I didn't want to pay that aftermarket price that I was seeing. And the second Danganronpa figure that we're getting is Danganronpa 2 Chiaki Nanami 1/8 scale by Fat Company. Again, she looks great. She looks stunning. Can't wait for her. Pretty glad that they did that whole re-release thing because yeah, that aftermarket was not doing for me. Next up we have another Huggy Good Smell set, and those are gonna be from Star Rail. It's gonna be Pom Pom and Sparkle. This is a maybe for me. I don't know if I'll end up getting them or not. They're really cute, but this is like a maybe for me. Next up we have another maybe for me. So maybe, when I say maybe for me, is like I might cancel them eventually. Next up we have Genshin Impact's Gallant Statues of Battlefield in the Zuma part, and this is a blind box. I mainly pre-ordered it because I already had the one from Mondstadt in Leeway. So I was like, oh, I gotta have Inazuma. Like, do I really need it? Where I'm gonna put it? They actually take a lot of space for nothing. They're not really that good, even. They're just like, am I really down that rabbit hole? And that's why it's a maybe for me. I don't know yet. Next we have Wuthering Waves Echo series top up with the little rover by Kuro Games, and just look at it. Like, oh, so cute. I can't wait. They look adorable. And for our last figure of the month, that's going to be a not safe for work figure. It's going to be Mido-san 1/5 scale by Insight. She just looks stunning. I didn't even get this one for any tag whatsoever. She just looks stunning. It's something about her face that I really like. Yeah, and that's gonna be all for July. And we're already 30 minutes in. Damn it. I'm trying to make this video as fast as I can, but I have a ton of pre-orders. So next up we have August. Now in August we have Arknight's Chen, 1000 Mountains version 1/7 scale by Apex. And no, she does not come with a boat. She comes with another base, but she looks really good. If you know me, I love the Dragon Sisters from Arknights. I think they're really, really dope. Their designs are amazing, their skins are amazing. I have some of their figures already, so, and I didn't want to like have too many figures of them. I just want to like to have one. But this Chen figure, she looks top tier. I couldn't say no. Next up, we got an original character, which is Akko, 016 scale by Vibrastar. This is a not safe for work, and this is my first figure by Vibrastar. She does complete tags, so just leave it at that. Next, we got the Mythos series Shorekeeper 1/7 scale by Kuro Games. Yeah, I mean, Wuwa is taking over my heart. Next up, we have another OC, so another original character, and that's going to be Ribbon Hairpin Chun by Union Creative. This is illustrated by Nekorindo. She just looks adorable, man. Just look at her face. She just looks freaking adorable. She's probably gonna go on my pink shelf or something. Next up, I have a maybe. So this figure is a maybe for me. I'm not feeling her as much as I was when I pre-ordered it. I don't know. That's going to be Toshishita's Kanojo, illustrated by Run 9U, and this is a 1/6 scale by DMM Factory. She looks adorable, yes, but I'm just, the vibe is not vibing anymore. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is. It's just not doing it for me anymore. I don't know. Next up, we got another We Are Doing figure, and this is going to be a Sushi Fairy Salmon. I don't have to say much. Just look at the photo. That salmon looks like top tier quality. Really well done. So, yeah. Next up, we got Honkai Impact 3rd's Bronya, chibi version by Maithos. Maithos, now that you've done the chibi version of Bronya from her Ursh of Truth form, can you please do her Ursh of Reason form? Please. I've been wanting one of Bronya in like a motorcycle for God knows how long. It just doesn't exist. Whatever. Next up, we got another My Ethos figurine that's gonna be Arknight's Shu 1/7 scale. Finally, they're doing Shu. Finally. I've been waiting for this figure for God knows how long. Next up, we got one of my most anticipated figures for this month, and that's going to be Blue Archive's Wakamo swimsuit version 1/7 scale by Good Smile. I love Wakamo. She's a character that I definitely love in Blue Archive, and to be able to have a normal version and now the swimsuit version is just like a blessing. What a timeline to be alive. Love it. Last but not least, our last figure for this month is definitely my most anticipated figure of the whole month, and it's going to be Nikkei's Red Hood Nonsense Red 1/4 scale deluxe edition by Hobby Sakura. Just look at her. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Just look at her. Next month. Now, September. For September, our first figure of September is going to be Punishing Grey Raven figure. This is going to be Lucy Crimson Camellia version 1/4 skill by Core Games. I'm very hyped for this because for a 1/4 skill, she's not very expensive. And again, this is Core Games' own manufacturing, so yeah, people complained a lot about the Lamia one that came out in December last year. But I'm really hyped for this one. Like, I really want to see quality wise how everything goes. So yeah, next up we got a girl's front line, and this is gonna be PA15 in her cow bikini. This is gonna be a 1/6 scale by Fat Company. Just look at the body sculpt. I'm gonna give you a minute. Just look at the body sculpt. That's some good work. That's some good sculpting. Yep. That's all I gotta say. Next up we got Honkai Star Rail Chibi Cats version from Jingyuan. This is from Rebos. This is by Rebos, and this is from their Rise Up Plus product line, which is a new product line that Rebos came out with for cheaper figures. So he looks really cute. I love that the cat, as you can see, he has balls. Like they even put the cat balls on the freaking figure. Love it. Please do not take that out, Rebos. It's perfect. I love that more and more companies are making like this cheaper product line. Obsessed with that. Next up, we got another resin figure. That's gonna be the Apple Fairy Rose Dream by We Are Doing. She's just cute. I am obsessed with the fact that she looks like Snow White, and that's dope. That's dope. That is all. Next up, we got a pair of figures that I'm probably gonna put like up here and here at the same time. I couldn't decide on which one I liked more, which version, so I ended up like pre-ordering both of them. The one that I like most, I'm probably gonna keep it, and the one that I like least, I'm probably gonna give it away to my best friend. So we'll see. And that's going to be Itozuma's Health Illustration by Sue, 1/7 Scale Deluxe Edition by Obi Sakura. Again, just look at their sculpt. Look at their face, look at their body, like that dress is holding on for dear life, but the figure, she looks beautiful. Next up, we got yet again another cheap line product line, which is Lime Pie by Apex, and that's Zenless on Zero Ellen Joe. Friday version 1/8 scale. I've been wanting an Helen Joe figure for God knows how long. Not necessarily in her school uniform, but in a like work uniform. But hey, I'll take what I get because she looks adorable as hell. Very uncoded. Obsessed. Next up, we got Dunkton's 1/6 scale by Enso Toys. I feel like there is a pattern over here that I'm definitely going for that webtoon MILF vibe somehow, some way. But they just look good. I mean, look at their sculpt. They just look perfect. They look stunning. Next up, we got my very first Eve figure, which is Eve Sugar High version, 1/6 scale by Limley. She looks adorable. All the other Eve figures look adorable, but she just resonated with me. I love that she's laying down, chilling, and there's tons of plushes behind it because I love plushies. So, yeah. Now our last figure of this month, and definitely my most anticipated one, is gonna be Honkai Impact's third Kiana Evening Invite version, 1/7 scale by Apex. She looks like a dream. She looks perfect. This is definitely a figure that Kiana deserved from head to toe, no doubt. She looks just beautiful. To October. Now in October, we mostly have big scales in October, so our first figure for October, it's gonna be Radio Ava's Asuka from Radio Ava Part 3, 1/7 scale by Obimax. Yeah, I love Evangelion, and I am collecting all of Radio Ava's figures, so of course I had to get it. It was just no question asked on that one. Next up, we got Nikkei's Annie's Sparkling Summer, 1/7 scale by Good Smile, Shanghai, and look at that base. Now I'm really hoping that Good Smile gets that base right and doesn't look like plastic. Like, not that doesn't look like plastic, but doesn't look like plasticky, like the Ina figure from Blue Archive that they did at the start of the year. Because that one was definitely a miss from their hand. So I'm really hoping this base looks good. For the size it is, better look good. And she just looks immaculate. Like, the whole figure itself looks perfect. Next up, we got Azur Lane's Taiho Sweet Time version, 1/7 scale by Alter. She just looks cute, and I'm a Taiho fan, so I had to get her, obviously. She looks adorable. Can't wait for that. And next, we got all the big scale ones, and our first one is going to be Atsune Miko's Eternal Stream, 1/4 scale by Good Smile. I am so hyped for this one. Like, just look at her. From the base, from head to toe, she looks perfectly stunning, perfectly painted, perfectly well sculpted. So yeah, can't wait for that one. Next up, we got two not safe for work figures. Technically three. We got the Ryosai Chan illustration by Mapi Nanata. This is a 1/4.5 deluxe edition scale by Party Look. Very first Party Look figure. She looks cute. This does check one of my tags, so I'm gonna leave it at that. And then we got a set by illustrated by Asanagi, which is Red Riding Hood and Wolf Girl, 1/5 scale by Lovely. I love Lovely as a manufacturer, and I love Asanagi as an illustrator, especially the faces that she does. So yeah, I'm not gonna say much about it. Just yeah, perfection. Next up, we got November. Now for November, we don't have as many figures, which that's a good thing, technically speaking. So for November, we have Azur Lane's Owari Shimmering Forsythia version, 1/7 scale by Apex. And I didn't want to get like 5, 6 figures of the same character, but like Owari is just the character. Just like Taiho, they are the character. And the fact that the little Muncher is just like, oh, like that's such a mood. Obsessed. Next next up we got Punishing Grey Raven Lucia Crimson Weave, 1/7 scale by Good Smile Shanghai. She looks dope. She looks beautiful. She looks like everything that you ever need from a Punishing Grey Raven figure. Can't wait. Next up, we got my very first figure from this anime from this company, which is Black Rock Shooter Late Edition version, 1/7 scale by Solarine. She looks dope as hell. I've been wanting a Black Rock Shooter figure forever, but the only ones that I like cost a hefty price on the aftermarket. But this one looks great, from chains, from the wind flowing and everything. Beautiful. And the last figure of this month is Genshin Impact's Eula Wavecrest Waltz version, 1/7 scale by Wonderful Works. This figure has been announced for almost 2 years now, I believe. And yeah, they didn't even show prototype. Then just came out of nowhere and just like, here, the final product, and it goes live for pre-order next day. And I was like, yes, finally a figure of one of my favorite characters in Genshin. Yes, she looks beautiful. Can't wait to see that ass in person. I'm gonna leave it at that. Now for December, we have our first figure. It's going to be, I believe, one of the most anticipated figures for a lot of people in this community, which is Miku feet Oneyama Mai, 1/7 scale version by Good Smile. This figure looks immaculate. They even did a bigger version of her when they announced her. I got no words. Cannot wait to see this figure in person. Cannot wait to get her. She looks immaculate. She looks like a dream. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna be the talk of the town when she comes out. You heard it here first. I'm just saying. Next up, we have another Radio Eva figurine that's gonna be Rei Yanami from Radio Eva Part 3. And this is a 1/7 scale by Obimax again. And again, just Radio Eva. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. Next up, we have Azur Lane's X Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation. And this is Mari Rose Steamy Venus version, 1/6 scale, deluxe edition by Koei Tecmo. And the deluxe edition is just the difference is that it comes with like the whole water thingy at the bottom to like indicate the thermal bath. the Hansen. If you, she looks stunning. I love the water effect. I love how the water splash out looking on the figure. Can't wait to see in person. Definitely anticipating this one a lot because she looks beautiful. Now, next up, we got Nia Hidden Forest version 1/7 scale by Reverse Studio. I love the etrochromia going on. I love that she's laying down and just chilling. Yeah, I can't wait to see if she's just gonna be like, if the base is just gonna be huge as base laying down, or if it's gonna be like some type of like frame, because that would be really interesting. Next up, we got a set, and this is going to be the Ghostblade series Yulia in Alien Encounter version 1/6 scale by Bear Panda. I've been wanting a Ghostblade figure for God knows how long. Bear Panda came through with these two cheap options for Yulia and Alien, so hopefully their quality is going to be top tier because they look beautiful and they're pretty huge. So yeah, and the last figure for this month and for the year of 2025, it's going to be a resin figure by a unlicensed studio, and that's going to be Chaosha Studio, The Cat Returns. And this is such an iconic scene. This is such an iconic figure for me and very nostalgic since I did grow up watching The Cat Returns Ghibli movie. So yeah, definitely anticipating this one, like for God knows how much. Now I do have some special mentions, and special mentions. What I mean by that is these are figures that are pre-orders, but you don't really have a precise date or month of their coming out. It's very vague. So yeah, our first one is gonna be Woven in the Past, the Planthopper Maiden by Beautiful Chemistry. This is an articulated figure, and she just looks really dope. Like she looks like dope. I had to get her. She just looks beautiful. And next up, I'm gonna have Born from Fingertips, Fluffy Sparkly All Shapes by one of my favorite artists, and it's Obstetrician M. I've been wanting to get a figure from him for God knows how long, and he came out with a re-release of this one, and I was like, let me hop in. Pretty sad that he didn't do a re-release of the sheep that tends to go with it, but I'm already happy that I got this figure. She looks beautiful. Next up, we got Bleach Ichigo vs. Ulquiorra by Figurama Collectors. I was in a waitlist for this. I managed to pass through, and I can't wait for it to arrive. I've been wanting a Bleach figure that, like, of an iconic scene that represents the anime to a T, and this is it. Like, this is it. Can't wait. Next up, we got the Ultimate Premium Masterline Last of Us Joel and Ellie Deluxe version by Prime One Studio. Now the next figures are just gonna be resin figures, but this one, I am a huge enthusiast of The Last of Us, and this figure, God, I saw the behind the scenes of like the whole preparation and everything that Prime Studio put on. Oh, like the details to a T. She looks beautiful. She looks perfect. Can't wait to get her. Now, our next two resin figures are gonna be a set, and that's going to be the Avatar Way of the Water, Neytiri and Jake Sully bonus version by Prime Studio. And now the bonus version for Neytiri, she just comes with another arrow, and Jake Sully comes with like this little logo bonus thingy. They look beautiful. They just look stunning, and I think this represents Avatar like none other. They did the God's work with this figure. I'm beyond happy with these two. Can't wait for them to be out. They have been delayed already due to quality issues, so I'm hoping everything goes well. The last figure on the special mention is going to be one that I was on the wait line for quite some time, for almost a year. And this is going to be Evangelion's Test Type 01 Night Battle version by Prime One Studio, and I love it. I am obsessed with it. Now the night version comes with a face swap where you can have Eva's mouth opening up and it glows in the dark. And that is going to be all for our pre-orders for 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if there was one figure that you enjoyed more than others, or there's or whatever you're pre-ordering for your year of 2025, or figure you're most anticipating for to see on this channel. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and follow me on mostly Instagram at Nekoyama258 if you want to get updated on whenever the new video is coming out, whenever uh the figures arrive, and whenever I'm going live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Nekoyama_Lotus. So make sure to follow us there if you want to play video games with me or just chill for a good time. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. With that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.